Today, I'm actually going to teach my own basketball team some real sets I want to use in our basketball games. So, family, if you want to stay tuned and watch on how I coach me and my guys, yeah, watch the video. So, team, so I'm going to show you guys the face set today. So that's the offensive base of our team. And you can see the image here. So this is the spacing we want to be consistently in. So you got me in the right corner, Luke along the pinch post, free throw line extended. Steph is going to be up top, and James and Ron is going to be on the side. Actually, the big, so Steph and Luke needs to be in those positions permanently. But in terms of me, James, and Ron, we can actually rotate the wing position. The key is that Steph needs the ball up top, and Luke needs to be on the opposite side where there is only one wing player. Alright? So this is our face set. I call it the face because it looks like, it looks like face to me, like F-A-E-Z-E. To me, it looks like it. So anyways, so this is a Golden State Warriors set. So let's see it in action in real life. So you can see right now, I'm going to pause it here. So Draymond Green is Steph, and Luke is Maurice Spade. So you can see Steph and Luke are in that position where they need to be. Steph with the ball up top, and Luke along the free throw line extended, ready to set a screen. The two wings are on the top side, and there's one wing on the other side. So I say wings because there's no point guard, shooting guard, or small forward in this. There's just three wings. So me, Ron, and James, and our positions are interchangeable. The key is just that we want one wing player on the Luke side and two wing players on the other side. So the action itself is simple. Luke is simply going to set this pin down and either release the wing to pop out or release the wing from the opposite direction. So either from baseline, pop out to the wing, or from the wing and cut back to the basket. Steph will have to make a decision here and give a nice pass. And in this case, Clay, the wing popped out, gets the ball, rolls in, easy two. Now obviously that's an ideal situation, might not happen all the time. You can see this time the ball actually started out on the wing and it goes to Luke first. Now obviously Luke is about to rotate that to Steph, as you can see. Now but the Luke side, currently speaking, actually has two wings. So the wings need to understand this. The Luke side only has one wing guy. So since Luke side has two wings right now, the wing players will need to figure this out. And you can see the wing in the low post is about to actually set a back pick for the wing up top next to Luke. So the wings are going to do their job. You can see Luke is actually going to get the ball to Steph now. So this time Luke is a little bit higher, but the spacing is the same. Steph with the ball up top, Luke along the side. So the wing sets the back pick for the other wing to cut through. Now at this point, we're back to that phase spacing we wanted, where there's that one wing on the side. Luke is about to set this pin down again, and Steph is about to make his read. So Luke, as long as he is a little bit lower than Steph, and Steph is with the ball higher than Luke, that's the spacing we want. Luke will set this pick, where the wing will pop out. If the free is there, take it. If not, you can easily run another pick and just go back to the paint. So that's the idea. You can see the face set running in full speed here. So there's the spacing we need. One wing on the side with Luke pin down, the other wing on the two side, easy jumper. Got the face set again in real speed. Right now, Luke sets the pin. Wing pops out, either drive, kick out, rotate the ball as we see fit. So one more time, two wings on one side, the wings pin each other, go back to the one wing side, Luke sets the screen, easy jumper. So obviously one of the key things of the offense is to get Steph the ball at the middle. So you can see here, Luke is in position as Harrison Barnes around the pinch post. Steph is up top. So the Luke and Steph spacing is there, but one of the wing actually has the ball and he's really, really high above Steph. So to get the ball back to Steph in the middle, simply just the wing has to get the ball to Steph. Now you can see Luke and the other wing player up top. So in this case it was Clay. There's that ISO side again. So Livingston on the wing with the ball is going to pass the ball to Steph and then go the opposite side to make sure Luke once again sets the pin down for the wing who is by himself. So you can see it right now. There it is, face set. That's our offensive base. If we get this jumper, and we'll take it. If not, we can drive it into the hole. Now this time, Steph, or Draymond Green, is actually on the side, and one of the wings has the ball up top. Luke is already in position where he's supposed to be, along the free throw line or pinch post area, lower than Steph, ready to set a pin. One of the Clay wing, he's going to cut through and make sure Luke and Iguodala wing gets one side. So you see Steph is going to go to the middle. The wings are given the ball. Luke is in position, and now we're in our phase set with Iggy wing and Luke on one side and the two wings up top. We're in position. Steph decides to go the other way. So yes, the wings on the other side could also set the screens for each other if they want. So this actually allows Steph to have 2 looks. So Luke can set the pin down on one side while the 2 wings up top can also try to free each other. Steph gets to decide who to go to, but that's the key. When screens are set on one side, we'll set screens on the other side. All right, so screening, off-ball screening on both sides. Now, what if Luke is not in position? Because as you're trying to set up the offense, sometimes Luke does rim run a lot in transition. So if Luke is stuck in the low post, you can see in this picture, Steph is Draymond Green. He has the ball up top. Luke is in the low post. And we actually got all 3 wings, so me, Ron, and James on one side. So we understand Luke needs to only have 1 wing on his side. So it's up to the wing players right now to screen each other, cross screen, do what they need to set up the phase spacing. So you can see in this play here, the wings are doing just that. They're just trying to free up each other so you get back to that space. Clay cuts through, so that's one of the wing. And Steph makes a great read, easy finish. So yes, it is really important for the wings to understand, hey, Luke only gets to have one of us on his side. So if we're all stacked together, it's up to us to crisscross screen each other, to free both of us to cut through to the other side, and make sure Luke only has 1 wing partner on his side. Same thing here again. So Draymond Green, Steph has the ball. Once again, Luke is actually by himself up top. I think he's easily there. And you can see the 3 wings. So once again, me, Ron, and James are on one side by ourselves. So we understand we need to get one of us up there. So that's up to us in-game to crisscross, screen each other, do what we got to do, and do it. But you see Steph actually gave the ball to Livingston there, so one of the wings. So actually, that's fine. So as we're crisscrossing, trying to free each other to the other side, or one of us to the other side to be alone with Luke, if we get an easy look and Steph makes the pass, we take a layup. That crisscross action between the wings is very important. So you can see what I mean here. You see Draymond here actually passed the ball, or Steph. If Steph doesn't actually make this pass here, so in continuation sense, what happens is Curry's going to roll up. We'll go back to this kind of action. So you see what I mean? So it's really important for the wings to free each other so Luke only gets one of us. Now, and as always, if the lane is open, Steph should attack. So you see we get the ball. One of the wings has the ball up top. We get the ball to Steph. We're about to form our phase, but hey, Steph likes to paint, so he's going to drive it down. This is actually a goaltend, so that's 2 points. You can see it here again. We'll work the ball to Steph. The phase base hasn't been set yet, but see, Steph sees the paint, he's going to attack. The good thing about setting up this phase is that you can see again here, the paint is always open. So if Steph wants to go, he can go. Like Luke is going to try to go up to the high post and the free wings are trying to free each other to make sure Luke only gets one of them on his side. But everybody's standing outside, so the paint is always open. If Steph sees the spacing, he's allowed to go whenever he wants. So, and if we're ever going to run on-ball pick and rolls, this is the only kind we're going to run. We're going to run them up top, everybody spaced out, and there's no row. The guy is always going to pop. So we get this high 4-1 kind of spaced out pick and roll with Steph fading back out. So this time, in this case, it would be a Luke and Steph pick and roll. But anyways, the guys who sets the pick is always going to pop out. So if we ever run pick and rolls, it's always going to be in the middle and we're going to space the 4-5 out. We're not going to do this much, but if we ever do it, make sure it's always a pop and it's always one guy in the paint. Only the ball handler is in the paint, everybody outside. I wouldn't focus too much on that. We'll try to just get the face down first. I just want to show you in case something for the future. And the great thing is that obviously as we're a very good fast break team, we get most of our wins and points that way. So this is why the phase set is very important, because as we are, attacking in the fast break, we should also seek to actively set up our phase offensive base. So if we do that, you can see just like the Warriors did, because they're trying to set up phase 2, but hey, if Steph sees something, he can go straight into the paint. The point is, by always trying to set up phase, we're always leaving the paint open. So anyone is really allowed to run down the middle. The ball never goes into the middle, but if you catch it and the paint is always open, just go. So this will fit into our fast break attack very well. And if the paint is open, you want to cut, go for it. It's just, if you cut through, just make sure you reform that spacing where there's 2 wings on one side and 1 wing by himself alongside with Luke. We're going to be actively seeking that out, and when we does get into that spacing, we can attack out of that pin screen. The point is, this is the spacing we want to be, and we're going to actively seek it out. It's about the wings working with each other to free one of them to go to Luke's side, Steph being smart and patient and aggressive with the ball, and Luke's going to move his butt around from low post to high post and set some mean screens when the offense is set. So that's it for today. And you got any questions, obviously you guys can message me. As for my family members on YouTube, hey, if you enjoyed that, I'm glad. If I ever get some real footage, I will post it. Just trying to slowly insert this to the team, because I actually been very injured, my Achilles, for like the last 6 months. I only started playing basketball a lot with these guys again lately. We've been playing together for years, but back at it again. So yeah, so this is our phase set, and yeah, and I don't know who I'm talking to right now, my YouTube subscribers or my teammates. Anyways, so that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you next time.